Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And before we do that, we'll read the public statement. This is a web-based call, so we're operating under the following procedures. The session is being audio recorded. Please be advised that today we are also recording the video of the proceedings. We will not use the chat feature in this meeting. Your sound quality. The default rule for this meeting is that everyone will remain on mute. Commissioners and staff will generally remain on mute except when speaking or voting. This meeting is open to the public, but it is not a public hearing. Therefore, no members of the public may speak unless specifically invited to do so. If a member of the public creates an audio or video disruption, they may be manually ejected from the meeting upon a recommendation of staff or the chair. We appreciate your attendance at this meeting. Should you have any questions about the process, you may call our staff at 860-444-5813 after the meeting has ended. Julie, yes, Julie, would you sit for Dave, and Geneva, Ivy, would you sit for Geneva?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Item number 2, approval of the November 18 meeting minutes. Is there a motion?
Move to approve minutes.
Second. Okay.
Any discussion, changes, corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Any abstentions? Item number 3, application review. No new application.
No new applications tonight.
Okay, very good. Item number 4, new applications, none.
No.
Item number 5, other business. Catherine Court bond release request permit C-15-1220 Doyle Road.
Sit, car.
Questions, comments?
This bond was required as part of the subdivision approval under Conservation Permit 1215. It was for 3 years of monitoring, just visual monitoring and photographs of the stormwater basin, and as-built receipt, which we've received, and a certificate that as-built is consistent with the approved plan, which we have received. The years have gone by, the photo documentation has been in. I think I sent you the one that staff prepared from 2020. That's okay, Kay, if anyone wants to look at it. And this basin is going to be the responsibility of the homeowners association. So at this time, we're holding $16,400 left in the bond for the requisite inspections and vegetation establishment. And it would be staff's recommendation that commission find the basin consistent with the permit and release the remainder of the bond.
Are there any questions, comments, further discussion? Hearing none, a motion would be in order to release the bond for permit C-15-12.
Make a motion to release the bond.
Wait, is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Thank you, Ivy.
Down.
Any further discussion, comments, or questions?
No.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Any abstentions? Next item of the business, Seaview Terrace bond release request permit C-21-09, 3rd-year stormwater basin monitoring report. Questions or comments, staff?
Again, staff, this was a 3-year monitoring period. We just received the 3rd final report for the growing season of 2021 from Mr. Snarsky in the packet. They had some corrective actions that were required from 2020, which they have conducted regarding the plunge pool. The basins have been mowed. The basins are well vegetated. That's Catherine Court.
Yeah.
And it would be staff's recommendation at this time that the basins and the reporting is compliant with the permit number C-13-9, and the bond can be released by the commission.
Questions or comments?
Is the grass cut now?
Yeah, I believe is Mr. Snarcy's report. on that?
Yes.
Yeah, Katrina can show you some of the photos, yeah.
Why are they cutting the grass?
They have to, it keeps, you have to cut it once or twice a year so that trees don't establish.
Okay, but
What is-
it's still serving its purpose.
Oh, yes, it's well vegetated, there's no erosion. It's an infiltration basin, so there's really not a lot of flow through in it. That's the swale. That was another part of the things. But there's the new plunge pool that they had to clean out. They put all new rock in. Nice and
Okay,
clean. Nice and clean. Yep.
Very
Yeah, I
nice.
know where it is.
A little phragmite is coming in. That's gonna happen as they have to keep mowing it, but yeah, these are primarily, they were designed as infiltration basins. That's a good one, Ken.
Infiltration basin.
Right, so there's actually 18 inches of sandy compost biomix on top of the sand under the substrate. And then that's to treat the water quality volume. And then there is a controlled outlet to monitor flows to that, excuse me, swale.
Okay, I understand.
Again, these basins, as part of the DPW approval, are the responsibility of the homeowners association, which primarily requires them to mow them once or twice a year so that no woody growth establishes.
Okay. Do we know that they formed the homeowners association?
Oh, yes, the documents have been in place, yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Right, just for clarification, what was the permit number again?
C13-9.
Why does the agenda say C21?
Because we were in rush, yes. Yeah.
Okay, just,
Sorry,
Mistakes happen.
clarification on the agenda, the chairs identified that the permit number's misidentified. It's 2109, it's actually 1309.
Was that proposed, was that approved in 8 years ago?
Yes, it was.
Oh, my God.
Wow,
Yes, it was.
time flies when you're having fun.
Well,
right.
Yeah,
you have a recession and then you have a
Yeah.
pandemic.
Yeah,
yeah.
But the basins have been performing very well, and the vegetation is well established. I don't know what else the commission would want to see at this time.
okay.
Any further questions or comments?
No.
Hearing none, of the motion would be in order to release the bond for C13-9.
So made?
Second,
Second.
thanks, Tally Wade. Any further discussion? Any, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
I,
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Please let the record show that the motion passed unanimously. And the last item under other business is correspondence, Connecticut Institute for Resilience and Climate Adaptation,
Meditation.
adaptation, sorry. 10 steps to municipal resilience.
Yeah, that was in your packet because this was an email from a private citizen to staff, and it contained contact information that it was just a correspondence to me to forward to the commission. So it's in your packet. I downloaded the link to the Yukon climate resilience site that they hosted at Avery Point. And there's a couple other things. It's just something that the person was interested in knowing that the Conservation Commission, not the Inland Wetlands Commission, the Conservation Commission is aware of steps that the municipalities have to take in preparedness for sea level rise and climate change, and urged staff to forward this to the commission. You also have from me a response to Senator Lori Wolfe from Yukon Avery Point Education that we conducted a vulnerability assessment. That it's public, it's online. Commission participated in it, and we started to do some of the actions in it, including getting rid of the septic systems down at the beach, bringing in new portable bathrooms with sewer connections, moving the access to the beach out of the sea level rise area. And the town is continuing through its budget process and its long-range planning to adapt some of these measures. But I thought it was a nice reminder to the Conservation Commission of the undertaking that's ahead of us, to adapt and become resilient to this. And I forwarded her email and a couple of the downloads in case you couldn't get to the links.
Thank you, Maureen. Any other questions or comments on the material? That takes care of our agenda business. Motion to adjourn.
So made.
Second,
Thank you very much. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
aye.
Thank you very much, folks. Thank you for all your support throughout the year. I appreciate it as your chair.
So does staff.
And I hope you all have a,
Well, we appreciate everything you guys do.
Right.
We have one more meeting scheduled for December, though. I don't know if anything will be on the agenda. Katrina and I will let you know.
Okay.
Cut record.
Okay.
Cut record.
Sounds good.